The Last Flame is a new strategic auto-battling roguelike which sees us place heroes on a hex-grid battlefield with enormous customization options to choose from to face off against numerous enemies in a board game-like manner. With more effects, skills and items to keep in mind than I have subscribers, you can change that by the way, we are tasked with reaching 3 end bosses and take them down before our flame goes out. After slacking off at work, I had time to play the first 2 hours of the new early access title, The Last Flame, to see if it is a real fun or a refund. With a brilliantly explained tutorial and a lacking story introduction, okay, to be honest there is no story as far as I know, we start off with 2 heroes out of a colorful randomized roster in one of the 3 game modes. With the choice made, we instantly start with the first battle, seeing us place the heroes on the battlefield, and depending on the positioning at the start of the combat, the fight's result can turn out completely different. The reason for that is the enemy's targeting. The last hero we place closest to an enemy sees them being targeted first. This simple choice gets increasingly more important with a growing roster due to the roles and skills each hero has. These can be your typical damage dealer, spellcaster, healer or tank roles, accompanied by fitting skills, and passive effects, which however are completely randomized, which can result in the odd combination of a physical damage dealer healing his allies every few seconds. Luckily, we can change these passives throughout a run, occasionally at least. Each hero has on top of the increasing passive skills an active one, which they perform automatically once their mana pool is filled. Regarding the mana, every attack results in the hero gaining 1 mana point. The mentioned skills vary from single to group damaging and healing spells, to passive enhancements and defensive abilities like shields or even taunting spells. Each hero, of which there are many, has a unique skill, allowing us to set up a group to our liking, focusing for example on physical damage, spell damage or ailments. These stackable ailments like bleed, frost and burn sound familiar, however differ compared to the usual gaming terms. Instead of periodic damage, bleed can increase the incoming physical damage, while shock has a chance to stun the enemy. This gives us even more strategies to keep in mind and build around, and even though the amount of variation each hero brings is vast, the itemization and enchantments of The Last Flame dial up the strategy part to 11. Each one battle can reward us with golden relics as well as items to equip our heroes. These items can increase the passive mana regeneration, damage, heal or defense, while enchantment scrolls can be used to forge additional effects on the items. This way, a simple dagger, which increases the crit chance and damage, can be enhanced by also reducing the maximum mana pool, resulting in more active skill uses. These enchantments heavily impact our fights and require us to meticulously plan out our setup. This can become a double-edged sword however, since every hero can wear up to 3 items and gain up to 3 passives on top of the active skills, and with 5 active heroes, this can result in the possibility of overwhelming a player. Nevertheless, leveling up your heroes is necessary and can be done by passively gaining experience points after each fight, or use one of the gathered currencies called trophies to boost a hero to a level up, resulting in more passives and better stats. The second currency, as mentioned, is gold, which can be used at the shopkeeper to buy more heroes and items. This shop can be encountered on a roguelike map we navigate on, and we can also encounter events and a campfire, with the former requiring us to choose between different outcomes, while the latter allows us to enhance our items further or rest up to refill our flame. This flame is necessary for our run to continue and drops every time a hero dies or when we lose a battle. Once our last flame is spent, hey, I just got the name of the game! Our run is finished and we get to restart with a completely new lineup to customize. With the insane amount of strategies we can utilize and the great art style and decent UI, The Last Flame's flaws can only be found in the overwhelming manner of spells, heroes and items, which, the longer we play, will probably vanish completely, resulting in The Last Flame being a real fun instead of a refund. Would you agree with my verdict? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe and wash your hands.